St Andrews, Scotland, and this was around for the ages. Cam Smith began the day 4 shots off the lead, which is kind of daunting, right, Pricey?
It was a tough ask, Carrie, but this kid is very special.
The world number 6 had ice in his veins as he gunned for glory.
Light the candle! I stayed up all night watching this and some repeats of Rage.
At the beginning of the tournament, a reporter dared suggest the 28-year-old Aussie cut off his trademark mullet should he win.
I'd like to say I would cut it off, but it's probably not going to happen. It's almost a part of me now,
Look, I don't approve of the mullet, by the way. There's nothing wrong with a good, short back and sides.
Queenslander Cam's mullet first appeared in 2021. It was a COVID quarantine cut, no less.
I saw a few of the rugby league boys at home doing it. I've just kind of kept it going. It's almost turned into my good luck charm.
And this morning, harnessing the power of said mullet, Cam shot 8 birdies for the round.
5 straight birdies.
He stormed home to finish 20 under for the tournament, the lowest winning score on the course, going one better than Tiger Woods in 2000.
Suck it, Tiger.
Cam dedicated the win to the fans who cheered him on.
Especially the Aussie guys. You guys really kept me going out there. This one's for Oz. Thanks, guys.
OK, I take it back. Mullets can be magic.
Today, back home, beers flowed for their local hero. Hey. And we all rejoiced until a reporter asked Cam if he was considering joining the Saudi-backed rebel breakaway Live Golf League.
Is there any truth to suggestions that you might be signing?
I don't know, mate. I just won the British Open and you're asking about that. I think that's pretty not that good.
Yeah, that did bring the mood down a bit. Who cares if you got a mullet like this about what they're saying about other tournaments? Seriously.
Anyway, go Cam, the Open champion for 2022.
I'm definitely going to find out how many beers fit in this thing, that's for sure.
Apologies, that story should have come with a warning about disturbing images. Joining us now is 3AW Sports radio host and former pro golfer Mark Allen. Mark, what a win. I mean, this is about as big as golfing tournaments get, but it's also how he did it. Is this the best moment in Australian sporting history?
Wow. In Australian sporting history, it's got to be up there. I like what Ash Barty's been doing in the tennis, winning Wimbledon and then coming back and winning the Australian Open. But look, as far as golf goes, this is kind of off the charts territory. In the 100th British Open, so that's 52 years ago, we had a fella called Kel Nagle win that. So to polish this one as well at the 150th, but in the fashion he did, he's cut a different stuff.
How would you go on that course, Pricey?
I would not even take my clubs out there. Mark knows that. I would not, nowhere near it. No.
Mark, talk to us about Cameron. What's he like and how would he be processing this win?
Well, I reckon he's probably about 15 cans in at the moment. I reckon there's going to be a picture on the social media tomorrow of him hugging the claret jug as he wakes up. He's a larrikin, I mean, he's a very proud Queenslander as well. You would have noticed he wore the maroon shirt. He's a very proud Australian. And this is the thing I really love about the kid. Every single year, and it's not like he's, Greg Norman or, Steve Elkington or some of our greats, Kari Webb. He's not like, he invites 2 kids every year to go and stay with him. And he teaches them how to play golf. The 2 best kids around. So he invites them over, puts them up for the week and shows them how to become a professional. And that tells me enough about Cameron Smith.
How good's that?
Yeah, fantastic. Mark, after his win, he was asked about the controversial Live tour. What did you make of his answer? It wasn't a denial.
No, it wasn't. And it was exactly the same response that Brooks Koepka gave when he was asked at the US Open. Now, since Brooks Koepka's gone across for $100 million or so, here's the thing with the Live. For some golfers, especially the older ones, it's a way out of golf. Because believe it or not, a lot of these pros, they don't want to play until they're 60 years old on the Champions Tour overseas. They want an exit plan. How do you say no to $150 million? I mean, it's almost impossible to say no. But someone like Cameron Smith, he's still 20-something, 28, 29 years old. He's going to be able to play in the British Open for the rest of his life. At the moment, after winning this Open Championship, he'll get into the other majors for the next 5 years. But after that, if he doesn't win a major, I don't think the Live tournaments are going to get world ranking points, which means all the golfers on that tour, their world ranking points are going to erode after 2 years.
150 million is
Yeah, it's
You could go with an early exit plan for that.
Well, look, here's the thing. The rumours about Cameron Smith signing have been around for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. So I reckon 2 or 3 weeks ago, as the number 5 player in the world, he might have signed on for 70.
Yeah, right.
But as the number 2 player now, I hope he didn't sign that contract because he would have wasted $75 million.
And finally, Mark, what's your view on the mullet? Cameron's, not Pricey's.
What's wrong with my mullet?
Well, it's the second mullet to win in the last 30 years. You go back to 95 when John Daly won with his mullet. So as long as Cameron doesn't start singing songs like all my exes are wearing Rolexes, I think we'll be right.
Cracking song, Mark.
It's not a bad song.
Thanks very much for chatting.
Absolute pleasure.
One of the great things about this is where it happened. So St Andrews is the home of golf. If you want to play there, you have to put yourself into a ballot and wait around in town to see whether you can get around the golf. It's just got so much history. The 17th hole, you hit your drive over the top of a building. There's a road and a wall at the back of the hole. So if you go too long, you're up against the wall. It's just an extraordinary place to play golf. And people who don't follow golf look at this and think, well, that doesn't look like much of a golf course. It looks pretty, barren. But it's a links golf course. It's fantastic. And it's so good that he won there. The great Peter Thompson, by the way, won the British Open in 54, 55, 56, 58 and 65. And the Royal and Ancient Golf Club allowed his son Andrew today to scatter his father's ashes on the 18th fairway.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad Cam's name came out in the ballot. That was good
It
fortune,
was
wasn't it?
Lucky.
Lucky. We wouldn't have won it
You're
otherwise.
just hanging out in town waiting here.